31-year-old Devin Tappan is charged with murder, accused of beating his neighbor to death with a barbell in Nashua in 2017. But it will be up to a judge to decide if he will face a trial for that homicide. Tappan was originally found incompetent to stand trial, but a state expert witness testified today that after medical treatment, he now understands the case against him.
He was not showing any acute symptoms of mental illness. He was able to talk about his case in a clear, direct way. He was able to talk about the charges, what could happen in terms of the outcomes legally.
The state's doctor testified that Tappan could rationally help his lawyers at all phases of a trial and even effectively testify in his own defense. But under cross-examination, that doctor admitted that Tappan has a history of violence toward others and himself, and that he also had strange delusions like termites eating his brain. A defense psychiatrist said that Tappan has a history of mental illness that is rooted in schizophrenia and testified that, among other things, he doesn't understand his own mental illness. And that was clear when he started talking about his case.
And as he began talking about it, it was extremely bizarre. And like I say, I can't even paraphrase it except to say that there were babies involved and all sorts of strange things, which at least suggested that insanity could be part of the picture for his defense.
The judge in this case gave both sides another week to submit some more information before he makes his ruling. Reporting live in Nashua, I'm Andy Hirschberger, WMUR News 9.